Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your timeless tarot and oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you at the time of seeing this. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Geminis and cross watchers to pray for you as well, Gemini, say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji. And lastly, if you guys resonate with this message and if you enjoy it, please consider hitting the hype button if you have one on your screen, or hitting the like button. It just so greatly helps the channel. I really appreciate you. All right, so we start with the messages. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions, Gemini. It is time to embrace who you really are. Yes. Yes, Jesus. Then we have the message of the crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. That's got Ace of Swords all over it. This deck of cards felt really good to me when I was shuffling for you before the camera started rolling. So, universal laws and truths are now being revealed. It's got Ace of Swords, yeah. Let's see what happens. Gemini, what's coming towards my Gemini? At the time of viewing this, we have the work card. This is deep focus, determination, maybe hard work. This is Eight of Pentacles. What else for my Gemini? We're going to get a couple cards out here to begin our reading, and I'll give you an idea of where we're going. The energy will be somewhat vague until I unpack it. So, for my Geminis, I got a lot of flippers, but we're only taking the flyers, so I'll look at the flippers as footnotes. Strength card, decisions to be made. Ace of Cups. We always love the Ace of Cups. Aces are always exciting. Nice. Okay, this is very interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Wands. That's kind of some fiery energy there. So like I said, we start with that work, deep focus, determination card. We move on to the Two of Swords, which is a difficult decision. My hair is making it even more difficult. Get over there. Two of Swords. The moon behind her symbolizes her intuition. However, she's having a hard time navigating this decision because she can't see that moon. That blindfold represents thoughts or worries, things that get in the way, sometimes fears from the easy choice. And we've got the Strength card. And this is coming out to remind you that actually you do have the strength to make this decision, or the strength in whatever circumstances you're in right now. And the beautiful thing to remember with the Strength card is that it comes with a gentleness, a willingness to allow timing and flow to intervene and help this move you forward. You can get your way with non-aggressive means. We'll see in a moment why that's coming out. But then let's go to the Ace of Cups. This is a love offer or a heart offer somehow coming towards you. It's landing in your lap. This could be the offer of friendship or a relationship. It could be a gesture of compassion. And then finally, this is where it gets juicy. We've got the Devil card upside down. So the Devil card, it represents, when it's upright, it represents patterns of behavior that don't serve us. It could be the illusion that something has a power over us, that we're chained to a pattern. It could be a codependency on something or an addiction to something. But this is breaking out of that because it's upside down. So you're breaking free of some kind of overpowering negative force in your life. So let's unpack these. Let's get that juicy story. What's this Eight of Pentacles for my Geminis, please? Some of you guys have been actually doing shadow work. That work card is actually a little more spiritual. And wow, I wish you could see that. It landed like on its side, made a loud noise. Flip, there's your energy, Queen of Swords. It's about getting to the truth. For some of you guys, there's been conflict attached to this. This is going into the storm. This is not avoiding something. And this could be dealing with a great amount of shadow work. The funny thing is, what is on the other side of this conflict? Is it like a fight with a person, or is it like inner fight? What is this conflict card? The Five of Wands. Yeah. Hermit card. Whenever you fight with this, you get detached from your intuition. It like pushes you further away from your truth, ironically. And that's because I think that it's allowing fear to cloud things up with the Moon card. Now, I don't see you giving up. I see perseverance because I'm looking at the cards that flipped in the deck before, and I take those like footnotes. And there's the Knight of Pentacles, and there's the Nine of Wands. And that is just what I said, perseverance. And tell me more about this Fight card. See how they're acting? Okay, we're taking note. Fighting yourself, you're fighting your thoughts, you're fighting your anxieties, your worries, your fears. But guess who's winning? You are. Because you got the Star card. This is overcoming something that gives you worry and fear. This is our self-limiting beliefs. And again, we have that blindfold, right? There's only 2 cards, I think, in the tarot that are blindfold, and you got them. But you're challenging them. Good for you, Gemini. You're challenging them. It's like you're on the debate team, debating yourself on the other team. And you're winning. This actually takes courage, but more so, it takes what's the word I'm looking for? Self-introspection, the ability to step back from the struggle and look at it from outside the box and be like, whoa, those are my limitations. That's not my voice. That's just a little voice that pops up in my head and it represents worry. It's my lizard brain, and you're challenging it. Because the 8 of Swords, she can step out from between all those swords. What do swords represent in tarot? Thoughts, ideas, information. We thought there was going to be swords involved. I was like, there's Ace of Swords all over this. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. You're going towards the star, which is hope, renewal, feeling seen for who you really are, having your prayers answered. It's a hallelujah of the tarot deck. I feel like some of you guys are so diligently going into this particular storm in your life because fighting the same old fight with yourself or the worries, it's wearing you out. You don't want to be weared out. You don't want to be wore out. 2 of Swords. This decision, what is this? Hierophant, what you're committed to. Could even be the institution of marriage for some of you guys. There it is, 2 of Cups. So this is who you're committing yourself to, how you're committing yourself. Some of you guys might be struggling to fully commit yourself to somebody. Let me find out some more. You know, the energies are the same, but the scenarios are different. Page of Pentacles. You're worried. 9 of Swords, you're worried. Is this person too mature for you, or could you do better? There's this Page of Pentacles. Oh, it's the blockage. It's what's blocking it. It could be immature energy. Like maybe somebody's just not, somebody maybe doesn't feel like they're like acclimating enough, learning enough, like they're not keeping up. Maybe they are even immature. It's making you worried. This is somebody falling short. Somebody's falling short of a commitment. It's got you on the fence, boo. All right, so Strength card doesn't come out for nothing. But it's there to remind you of how strong you are. So what is this Strength card for my Geminis? And make it useful. Thank you. Strength card. Why are you going to need this strength? Because you got some news coming towards you. It doesn't look bad, though. It's coming in fast. It's like, excuse the term. Excuse the term. But it's like, shit or get off the pot. You know that old term? Say hi if you do. It's a crass term. But anyway, it's like you're going to, I think, be put on the spot when news arrives. Now, some of you guys are actually traveling because the 8 of Wands is very fast moving energy and it usually requires action. It can be travel. Fast travel will be plane, or maybe jumping in a very fast car, like the Tracy Chapman song, or receiving messages. So tell me more about this. There it is, boo. There it is, the Ace of Swords. And what does it say about it? Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. That is the Star card, seeing yourself for who you really are. And once you can, others do. They fall in line, right? We teach people how to treat us. So you're getting very real. Oh, I love the lighting behind me. What is this? The beautiful sun kind of breaking through the clouds. Ace of Swords is clarity breaking through the clouds. Literally, if you can zoom in, you will see that hand. I'll get the light reflecting off of it. That hand is reaching out of the clouds. Boom. What is this clarity? For my Geminis, Death card, something's got to move out to make room for something new. Tell me more about the Death card. The Death card is not a bad thing. The Death card is not a bad thing. It's like literally, it's kind of what helps us make progress in our lives, because otherwise we sometimes will hold on to things simply because they're familiar. And this is like, you can feel it when the Death card rolls into your life, whether it's in a relationship or the context of a work or something, you can feel it, because it feels like you're dragging around something that's lost its life force. That starts to stink eventually, right? So what is this dragging around? I ask, and the King of Pentacles came up, but it flew out upside down, which means this is a detached, cold, calculated, strategic energy that cares about materialism, cares too much about materialism, and it's that caring about materialism that gets in the way of relationships, that gets in the way of creativity, that gets in the way of intuition, because it's out of balance. We're not here to live a material life. Material is just a big aspect of what tests us and measures our progress. I don't know whose words those are. That just came through. So the King of Pentacles, it's like, you gotta let go of this. Who is this King of Pentacles? It could be a person, or it could be maybe a side of yourself. There is a struggle here going on that you're willing to go into and challenge within yourself. In the case this is a person, then they're cold AF. They're a cold motherfucker. And they care about money and materialism too much, and they gotta go out. They gotta move out. If this is you, it's you recognizing, getting clarity, and you have the strength to move it out. Now you know. Now you know. You can't unsee it. And what is it making room for? The opposite, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is that lovey-dovey feeling. This is emotion and creativity. This is where all that beauty flows, that humanity, the things that make us human, is Ace of Cups. Tell me more about this. I'm going to make this an extended. Not everyone's going to be an extended, right? But this is going to be an extended. And if you want to come along with me on that and have a much longer reading with advice and all that stuff, we're going to put that in the link below in the description box. You just have to expand it and you'll see it. Okay, let's get back into your reading. What's this Ace of Cups for my Geminis? Oh my God, you cannot make it up. I knew it as soon as it flew out. Ace of Cups, clarified by Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. All you have to do is get out of your own way. Something wants to come through that is beautiful. That is like, this is life-changing. This is love. This is oxytocin flowing through you. This feels like a big, warm, fuzzy hug. This wants to come through. What is this? This feels so good. Love it. Oh, but it makes you feel maybe weak. Maybe there's doubt attached to this. Can I trust it? What is this? Strength card upside down. This is your test, babe. This is not a subtle test. This is a big test that we're tapping into. This is like a life test. This is one of the things that your soul came down here to challenge. And that is the Judgment card. This is where you do the work, and you're already doing it. I'm already talking to the Geminis that are digging in. First card out. This was you digging in because you want this. Double Ace of Cups. Holy heck, what am I going to even call this reading? But it brings up the vulnerabilities, and it brings out things that you need to work on. And that's what's beautiful about this existence, right? We're not here just to lounge on the couch and eat potato chips. We're here for each other. We're here to grow. That's why our souls come back through. How many times do you want to come back through? Strength card in reverse suggests that it's love itself that makes you wobble, that makes you sometimes throws doubt. Maybe you start to feel kind of outside of your comfort zone for sure. But even there's elements of your own identity you haven't explored through the context of these gentle energies, this offer of love. And isn't it humbling? Like, let's stop for a moment and just consider how humbling it is when you actually understand how much somebody cares about you. I mean, it can be scary for some people. Some people just block it out, you know, because it's humbling. What's another word for that feeling, that sensation? Tell me more. So this is big life work. It's letting this through. The Death card comes in to move stuff out so it makes room. This King of Pentacles in reverse, this cold, calculated, strategic, materialistic energy is taking up way too much room. It's blocking the love. It's time for it to go. And where do we go? This is Devil. This is releasing old patterns. This is maybe addictions even, codependencies that you are no longer chained to, boo. God, I love this reading. This is so cool. This is like the best part of my day. Thank you for being here. Four of Wands, getting reattached to gratitude. Fool card. This is, you're going to be outside your comfort zone, but you're challenging what you've perceived as abundance and success. You're challenging the Empress in reverse. It's scary, but actually you have the power over your own abundance, and it lies in gratitude. If you were to look up a card and Google it, right? Four of Swords is a really interesting one. And real quickly, I'm going to explain why. This is a picture of a knight who is sleeping on his coffin. And the reason is, back in 17th, 16th, 15th century, how long have we been having wars? Forever. There was a tradition, I think it was an Anglo-Saxon tradition, where men, and if you know about this, if you have more historical reference, please feel free to comment, where men, before they'd go off to war, they would prepare their graves, essentially. They'd prepare their coffins and their funeral arrangements. If they came back from that war alive, back to their families and their loved ones, they spent the first night on their coffin in gratitude and in prayer. And that's what you're seeing here. What does that mean to you, Gemini? Why is this popping out? As you get released from this addiction or this codependency, this silly illusion that you're stuck in something, there is this place of gratitude, and it's in the face of the illusion of lack, of scarcity, of the lack of abundance, of being broke or not having enough, or not having that extra car in the garage and the extra And this is a very new journey for you. Fool card. You're on an adventure. Your bags are packed. You are going to a land you've never been. And it is exciting. I'm going to go to the extended. I love you. Thank you for being here. Say hi and like and share this with a Gemini if you know other Geminis in your life that could use it. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.